Hey everyone, it's Tabby, aka Octavia. Thanks for tuning in. We're picking up on spiritual haters. Spiritual hater, um, and the name Fernando. And I honestly believe, and it is not anything against him, but he is on YouTube as well. He also is a tarot or oracle divinator, is what I'll say. Uh, and I believe that he's seriously ill. I believe he has a sickness. I believe he's HIV positive, if not has full blown AIDS. And this person has the nerve to be hating on me, and we do the exact same thing. He reads tarot, oracle. Um, Now he wants to kiss ass here, or something like that, because he's getting bad karma. Oh, okay, so that's why he's in the energy. Or someone, the false family is working with him. Oh, spiritually bankrupt, bad karma, bankrupt. He's spiritually bankrupt. So maybe he lost his spiritual gifts. He lost his ancestral protection. I don't know what happened. I used to watch him a while ago. I mean, years. Like, I don't even remember. But that was just back when I first entered the shelter and I was looking for stuff to do. And when we were in the shelter, we didn't have a television. So I was just, scrolling around YouTube. He popped up. I watched him a few times. We got someone here that wants you back in a love triangle, third party, multiple lovers, multiple choices. But I don't mean answers for a test. Yeah, look, at the bottom of the deck, wolf in sheep clothing. Because, like I said, this person, forcer. So what I'm picking up on is forces things on you, forces their way in. All right. Something has to do with the past. Maybe someone went back in the past, because when Kissing Ass came out, it flew on top of this deck. Yeah. It flew on top of that deck. And I just kept going with the reading. Because, like I said, I watched him years ago. Like, over 3 years ago. I haven't watched this man in over 3 years, 4 years even. I don't recall the last time I watched one of his readings. Okay, so kissing ass and this. What about this kissing ass? And I see this person in this photo is wearing holding flowers. Look, they're like, you can trust me. You don't have to watch your back. Yeah, but then the next card is two-faced. Plays both sides. Mm-hmm. And they're bad karma. So they're suffering from bad karma so bad. So what I'm picking up on, yeah, this is someone who has been stalking me online for a long time. If they remember when I used to watch this person. Okay. Because I don't want to put out bad information or slander anybody. We got attraction. So their bad karma is, so they can't manifest money. They're not able to manifest money, bankrupt. Yep. The next card was bankrupt. So this has to do with their money, not necessarily spiritually. Attraction, understanding the flow, and aptly smart strategies for efficiency. I guess those words could be applied to anything, right? Business even. Okay, once you back, clarify. Once you back, I might pull some archetypes on this as well. A nickel, someone who did not address their tiny unresolved issues, and it caused them problems and it's slowing them down. They're unable to move forward. They need to delegate their tasks or prioritize them and figure these things out, accomplish them. So maybe in the past they put me in some type of love triangle because I watched this person, this masculine. And so what I'm picking up on, this must be a masculine that is bi and or gay, because I believe Fernando is bi and or gay. Okay. And kicked out. Yeah. Kicked out. And then it says danger button at the bottom of the deck. Someone with anxiety. And then at the top of the deck, it says break free. Pushing beyond your comfort zone and discovering new capabilities. So, yeah, I can't make it up. Because like I said, I was just looking for things to watch, and maybe they were hacking my devices or stalking me online and supposed to be working with me and instead chose to go and work with someone else. Yeah, Spirit said time's in, time is up, RIP. Grapples with the irreversibility of time and its permanent impact, understands time's relentless advance and the impossibility of a reversal. You have to understand that. Yeah. On the World Wide Web, like I said, World Wide Web, they possibly were telling people I was dangerous. Or, yeah. And now they have to wave the white flag and walk away from this. They didn't want people to watch me or pay attention to me, something like that. At the top of the deck, we have feedback. Swirled in public views and distorted true value. Question the source and hone your judgment skills. Yeah. So this person is like deficient for comments, masculine as well. The masculine that's like putting out information about you or me, you know, slandering me behind the scenes or in the dark, like how they do, because they're trying to hide and cover up their betrayal or their lust or addictions, whatever you want to call it. Clarify, spiritual hater. Somebody all up in their head with the Nine of Swords here. Yeah, they in the past stuck all up in their head, and then they don't want people to know that they were forced to walk away with the Eight of Cups here. And then we have the false family, Ten of Cups at the bottom, and a King of Cups. That's who he was working with as the King of Cups to these false people. All right. I said I'll get some archetype because, I said, oh, okay, someone named Fernando. All right, I know a Fernando, and I also went to school with a Fernando, but I know I haven't gone to school with Fernando, dang, over 20 something years ago, and I didn't know him that well. But those kind of names stick out, like Octavia. Clarify, spiritual haters, please, Spirit. We got child nature. Somebody of the past, like, you didn't have to change your number and forget all about me. It says tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. And then we got trickster sticking out the deck. Wow. A dilettante. We got someone who likes art, Wow, is this even right? Spiritual hater. We got healer and bully. This could be cyberbullying as well, because I do have a few of those. Spiritual hater, a judge, and a detective, or a judge that hired a detective or is doing some research. I'm really shocked to see that the healer came out there. I feel like that has to be some type of fraud. A child that's wounded. Someone who has inner child wounding. Okay. Child eternal, but it was coming out in reverse. So a mature man, a mature woman, because it was reversed. And a liberator? Interesting. Imposing your own tyranny over those you claim to liberate. Ignoring legitimate constraints. Oh, it's got to be that masculine. Oh, definitely. We got alchemist at the bottom of the deck and destroyer. Somebody was trying to alchemize something to destroy, for it to go in their favor so that they can destroy it. And then saboteur at the top of the deck. alchemizing something in their favor or for them. And what was peeking out? Priest. Okay. And behind priest, trickster, a poet, courage the cowardly dog or the cowardly lion. Wow. So they was after me in some type of foolish energy or in a fool beginning, new start, what have you. Maybe all of these personality traits is one person. I'm picking up on multiple people though. And what I'm feeling is that they all have some type of envy, jealousy. Maybe, I'm dealing with folks that people that feel as though they can hurt or harm me because they've done something to me. They're holding a grudge against me for coming at me. I don't know how that makes sense to them, but it does. It makes sense to these karmic masculines that, can also present as women, because we don't want to forget that. But clearly we're talking about men here. And see, it's affecting their finances, so they're getting mad. But these are all of the things that they did to me first. And they lashed out at me and they took advantage of me, and I had never done anything to them. So it's kind of hard for me to understand why they can't move on, why they, want to blame me, things of that nature, when it has nothing to do with me. This is something that was done to me. However, I am not what was done to me. And that's the problem. Somebody did something to me. That doesn't make me a victim. I don't play the victim. I'm not out here telling everybody my sob story, crying about it either, because like I always say, people in America don't care when a black woman cries. And until I see otherwise, I'm going to always say that, because I haven't seen otherwise. Haven't witnessed it. Haven't. So, because we got the white men doing black women wrong, sexualizing them, fetishizing them in the workplace without even acknowledging them. All right. That's been my experience. And then turn around and you find out years later, decade later, after you finish working with these men, that they were hating on you in the spirit. They were committing fraud on you in the spirit. They were planning to take you out. And then you got the black men that's at home with you and or a part of the family contributing to this mess. Idiocracy. Because they want to be included inside of some matrix dream. Something false anyway. And something that'll definitely keep you out of heaven. So black women, we can't win for losing. So we can't help but be strong. That's the way the world makes us. I'm not the type to lay down and die. Peace. That's what I have for you.